Well, looking for a job can be challenging, especially if you don't have the right clothes or the other things that you need to make a good first impression. Jerry Kavanaugh is the volunteer coordinator for Bottomless Closet. It's a program that provides used clothing and support services to men and women who are trying to find a job. Thanks for being here, Jerry.
Thank you.
I think it's great. A lot of people have heard about Bottomless Closet. For those who haven't, though, what's your mission and who are you serving in Milwaukee?
Our mission is to provide clothing so men and women feel really good about themselves that are entering or re-entering the workplace, so they could be going for a job interview. And we want to make sure that they feel their best so that they act their best and do their best at the interview. And so we're providing clothing free of charge. And so the closet is completely stacked and full of wonderful clothing for them. And we just want to make sure that everybody knows it's men and women, not just women.
Okay, that's wonderful. As we look at some of the clothing, I mean, it's a great display of the types of items that you have. You also do things like resume support and job training in terms of communication skills, body language.
Right.
How important are those and the clothes and the items that you do to breaking down those barriers for low income?
I think, people, I had a guy tell me that he went on an interview and all he could think about was what he had on, and he didn't feel his best. And so I think when you don't feel your best, you're not portraying a good image. And so I think it's really important for people to really feel good about, what they have and what they're presenting. And so we'll help them with their resume. They can bring it in and we'll tell them some changes to make. If they have questions, about interviewing or interview questions or how to answer them, we can help them with that. So we give them about 2 hours when they come into the Bottomless Closet from start to finish, to find the clothing and to help them with their questions.
And you provide 2 different outfits.
Yep.
For someone who's going to interview. What kind of items do you need from people who are out there saying, oh, I've got wonderful things I could donate? What are you looking for right now specifically?
Well, we wouldn't say no to anything that we would get because there's always a use for it. But what we're really looking for are plus-size clothing for men and women both. And then we're also looking for undergarments. So we're looking for socks and hosiery, underwear, bras, belts, that type of thing, and shoes. We've got a lot of women's shoes right now, but we really do not have a lot of men's shoes. So those are the type of things that we really need. And again, we wouldn't say no to any donation that came our way.
Absolutely. For the hosiery and the undergarments, do they need to be new? Or
they
can
don't
they be
need to be
gently
new,
used?
but they need to be gently used. To be something that you would still feel comfortable, that you would still wear.
Okay.
We really are very fussy about what we have in the closet, and we don't want anyone to feel like we're just giving them just anything. We want them to feel really good about what we're giving them and that they feel good about putting it on, and that's really important.
One thing you do if people get hired, you give them 5 more outfits.
Yeah,
that's huge.
It's huge, and if they can mix and match those outfits, they could have like 14 different outfits, and a lot of people make sure that they can do that.
That's wonderful. The donations are tax deductible.
Yes.
If people want to bring them in, what do they need to do? Can they just drop them off? Do they need to make an appointment?
It's best to make an appointment with me, just to make sure that I'm there. I'm a staff of 1. I do have volunteers.
It's just you?
It's just me.
Oh my
staff
gosh,
of 1.
Sherry.
So I'm looking for, I'm always looking for volunteers as well.
Yeah.
And then they just call me, and we have a nice parking lot right next door to the building, which is awesome. And so it's real convenient, and I can just come down and meet them, and then the next day I'll put the tax receipt out there for them. I do a complete inventory of everything they gave us.
Okay, I know you're looking for volunteers, as you mentioned, and you're also looking for partners.
Yes.
You have your first partner, which is iCare, and what you do every day of the week, you provide a meal to about 45 to 50 women and children and men. So you're looking for people to supply the food and get a group to come in together, 6 to 8 people to prepare it and serve it, right?
Yeah, any church organization or club that's looking for something to do for Milwaukee, like a service project, we're looking for them to come in and help us with the food dinners for our women's shelter. So it's women and children, and it's on the near and south side. And tonight we have our very first partner. It's great. It's on Martin Luther King Day, and it's iCare, and we're excited that they're there with us.
That's great. Bottomless Closet is located on North James Level in Milwaukee. 414-270-2984.